Hello everyone and welcome to Pinnacle Gamers Lounge. World of Warship Blitz had always been seen as a macro strategic game where there is no requirement for micro strategy, where there is no requirement to plan out the entire attack, but to just plan the route and which ships to attack. And that is how most of the game had been for over 3 years now. But with update 4.2, which is about to come this year, major changes are being made to the game strategy, and that is making this game extremely real, which might even be game breaking. So, let's review these changes and please do watch the video till the end for a major reveal. So, before we start, hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel, and also remember to send this video to all your friends and people who are interested, as well as commenting your thoughts on this video. Well, let's begin. So you can see in this screenshot, which most probably is a screenshot of the upper right hand corner of the game screen. And here we can see a revamp of the previous damage counter, the settings and game players list panel, and also the ribbons panel. So if you remember, if you're a veteran World of Warship Blitz player, you remember the settings and the player list buttons were placed side by side on a horizontal level. But this time we can see they are placed top and bottom in a vertical uh, alignment, which is expected to reduce players who accidentally hit the player list button rather than the settings button, and sometimes even cost them with their lives and their ships. So to reduce this accident, this alignment has been selected, but we need to see if this actually works out. But following that, we have a major revamp of the damage counter panel, and this brings in lots of mechanics. So if you remember, we have a normal damage counter here, 39,285 hit points damage, quite normal, which you had before. But following that, we have two new rows added into the damage counter. So first, of course, you can see a ship being sunk. That must be the number of ships sunk in this game. So that's fine. We have no ships sunk in this particular match. But below that, there's an interesting number. 60 for 3 people standing. If I'm not wrong, these are 3 people. They have round heads and are wearing shirts. This is a common representation of ship crew. And what does this mean? About a year ago, there was a discussion in the internal World of Warship Blitz forum. At one point of time, I used to be extremely active in those forums, and I used to have discussions with people. And there was a discussion that crew mechanics would be added into the game because there was a massive hue and cry that this game was unrealistic. In major cases, you won't have, even if you have little damage, your ship is quite working fine. But in real life, if you have a major hit, your ship starts to lose crew, starts sinking, taking water, and a lot of things. So they decided to implement these changes slowly, but with the initiation of crew mechanics. But it didn't materialize till now. But it seems they might be adding it in this update. As a programmer myself, I can understand what type of mechanics they might be using. So let me speculate what things might be coming with this particular crew mechanics, provided that this particular row shows crew killed. Okay, so assuming that this row shows crew killed, it seems every ship will be provided a number of crew. For example, the Mayhan might have, I'm just saying might have 500 crew members, for example, because it's a destroyer. So those crew members would be either bought by credits, which you normally buy, or they might be even bought for gold as elite crew members. So once that is done, the ships will have crews. Those crew members will be allotted different positions like anti-aircraft work, armament work like primary guns, into anti-aircraft armaments, into torpedo rooms, into engine rooms, in navigation, in sonar rooms, etc. Okay. Now what happens when there's a brawl between two ships? For example, I am shooting your ship and your ship gets hit. A number of your crew members will be killed, which will reflect in my counter that I have killed, for example, 60 of your men. Now there will be internal check which shows how many members of which particular team has been killed. For example, if out of 60, 10 people were killed and all 10 of them were from the damage control department, so you might even lose one charge of damage control because you have one less team. uh, I think I make myself clear in this. Fine. And if that particular six out of 60, you have 15 members who were from a particular gun crew, and all 15 were, for example, from the gun turret Y. The gun turret Y becomes useless. You cannot run that particular turret because you have no crews to run it. I hope I'm making sense. That means the entire ship now will have a crew mechanic which will run the different options, the different weapons of the game. So if you lose some crew members of your guns, of your weapons, you might increase its reload time, decrease its efficiency, etc. And that will be so interesting because yes, it will make the game a 10 times tougher. 10 times tougher because you will have to have strategies on how to attack, where to attack, when to attack, and through which mechanic you should attack. Because you will realize that if you lose crews, your ship becomes useless. It just becomes a cargo ship, nothing else. And I'm also hearing that they might also add a magazine detonation mechanic, which will cause even more damage. Okay, so we are talking about the crew. Let's talk about the crew. And they are also planning that if your commander dies, which sometimes happens, like you have a commander and he gets killed, so your ship is no more commanded. You will just be leading the ship. You'll be running. There'll be no commands. If you have noticed the ship, you have not. No commands. Just be running the ship. You'll lose all your commander skills. That means if you have commanders, right? You have a commander skill, a set of commander skills 6, 7, 10. So if the commander dies, you will not have those commander skills in your ship, and you need to just run the ship to survive. And the last crew member to die would be the captain, who will be running the ship. Fine. This is 80% speculation, 20% facts. Okay, so keep this speculation. Do not quote me, but I feel this is the mechanics coming into the game, and I am quite confident this is the thing coming in. So if this actually comes in, man, this will change the game, because then players will have to decide how to attack, where to attack, and when to attack. And players like me who are destroyer centric, we have to have massive amount of calculations going in our head every second. We cannot lose even one crew member. If we lose one crew member, we will be at a massive loss, because our most important things are our sonar, our smoke screen, our engine boost. Sorry for the burp. Engine boost, our torpedo rooms, our armaments. If we lose even one of them, we become very vulnerable to attacks. So this is a very important mechanic which might get added, because it seems they have added it to the teaser of 4.2, so they might be there, and it will change the way we look at the game. I'm very excited for this. Tell me if you're excited for this. Please write in the comments if you're excited. Well, after that we have the ribbons. Now you can see there are two types of ribbons which I have noticed. One, I have seen two types. One is the square types. If you can see, there are square ribbons, and some are hexagonal ribbons. So what I seem to deduce is that the ones like torpedo damage, flooding, the primary shell hits and fires are damage contributing ribbons. These particular ribbons decide that you are causing damage to the enemies, correct? But the hexagonal ones, if you notice, do not have any such capacities, like the number 3 which is showing, the purple one, or if you are from the US, it will be the violet one, the purple or violet ribbon, which I seem shows the number of shells you have missed. That might be shell explosion, not shell explosion damage. What has happened to my English? Shell explosion damage. Yeah, this particular ribbon shows number of shell explosion damage which the ship has dealt, so it might not be much, or it might not even be possible be present. Thus they have shown a hexagonal design. Then we have spotting damage, which is very normal if you have played World of Warships. And number 1, it seems that you have prevented capture of your base, which is very similar to what we have in World of Warships. Or this might be assistance in destroying a ship, or It might be assisting in preventing capture. So this is the two things which might be there. So these are important ribbons which are coming in, and they seem to add a twist of its own, and it is very interesting. Why do I feel it is so interesting? Is because this game is finally developing towards something which we are expecting it to go. Yes, we still do not have ship horns, no offense. We still do not have many things which the game should have had, but these are small steps in making the game beyond competition, because we have other games which are good enough, are good games, but to make this game out of the league of other competitors, we need to make this game better and better every day. And it seems that the development team is finally working on that scenario. So this is all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I promise that any new updates on this game comes out to me, you will find Pinnacle Gamers Lounge to be the first channel to report that. Either Rapolta Blitz is there, Shudzu is there. They will report it as community contributors. I am not a community contributor. I am a normal guy like you, and I have no special concessions. But I will be a normal guy talking to you as a normal guy, talking about the game in general, and we will get the first details. Of course, public details, but we will break down the public details as soon as we get them, and we will keep you updated. So remember to hit the subscribe button importantly. Hit the like button if you enjoy, share it with your people who you want them to know about this game, and comment your thoughts on this update. So, with this, Pinnacle Gamers Lounge asks for a leave today. Thank you and have a great day ahead. And remember, the corona surge is massive. India is suffering heavily. We don't want anyone from other countries to suffer the way we are suffering. So, please keep yourself safe. Use sanitizers as much as possible. Wash your hands continuously. Wear your masks. Wear double mask if possible. Do not go out with your friends and family. Stay indoors. Stay safe. Do not come up to the fact that corona is gone. Corona is still here and it's still evident and it's dangerous. Be safe, everyone. With this, we end today's video. Stay safe, stay healthy, and if you want to have entertainment, come to Pinnacle Gamers Lounge. Thank you and have a great day ahead.